Welcome to Chalaki News, where we discuss everything from entertainment to celebrity moments to anything that I want to talk about regarding the world. All right, but mostly entertainment. Let's get straight into it. All right, they recently released the season 4 super trailer of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is the life. This is the life, and it looks very interesting. Mimi is still stupid, super stupid. You'll see when you see the trailer. Um, of course, we have the Puerto Rican princess there. We have Stevie J. I thought Rashida and Kurt was gone, but they're still there. Um, not Rashida, I just said Rashida. Carly Red is still there. Drama. Kalina and her man, Sticky Fingers, or whatever his name is, he's still there. So they got this new stripper, the new Jocelyn when she was Chanel Cabenecourt. And they used to run the strip clubs together, booty popping on the handstand. So it looks very interesting. Moving right on along. Apparently, um, according to D.L. Hughley, he posted this photo on Facebook. He says, it's just a picture of an officer, and he says that DC mayor thinks police body cam footage should be private. Do you agree? Or should police actions be visible to the public / press? What the fuck do you think? Of course it should be. Don't we pay for it? Don't the public pay for that shit? So why wouldn't it be um, you know, public, for everybody to see this footage? Why does is the mayor trying to protect somebody from this? Like this cam footage, if you will. What do you mean? What are you trying to hide? What are y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to kill some more black people? Don't let me get started on that. That's a totally separate video, you guys. I just have to go in. They just get me upset. Y'all ain't never, I just hate to cuss on the news, because this is real. Ugh, I just get so upset. Anyway, we're gonna move right on the hell along from that. Um, well, moving on to this blue-haired girl, Kylie Jenner, little Kylie. This blue hair looks really good on her though. I don't care what nobody say. Um, she has some things to say, not about her surgery, because she still admits that she hasn't had anything done. But who's stupid around here? I mean, I'm just saying. But she mentioned some things recently. She said, um, I'm closest to Kendall. I spent every second with her growing up. I guess they asked about our family members on the site is fishwrapper.com. All the links will be in the bottom bar below. Remember, everything that I talk about, unless otherwise, will be in the bottom bar below. But if it's otherwise, I'll definitely tell you guys. She says that I'm closest to Kendall. I spent every second with her growing up. After that is probably Chloe. Chloe is more of a mom to me than my mom is sometimes. My mom is all about being best friends, which is true. I definitely do believe that. But I was recently watching an episode of the Kardashians, and Kylie is a little cunt. Kylie need to be slapped. You know how teenagers are, and they get into that disobedient phase and get into that phase where they hate their parents and everything. Not saying that Kris Jenner should deserve the Mother of the Year award, but you should definitely respect and honor your parents, and she don't. But maybe that's mostly Kris's fault as well. It's probably a combination thing, but you don't have to be so ugly and rude to your mama. At the end of the day, no matter who your mama is, we all know who your mama is. But you should respect her in that regard, blue-haired heifer. And that was pretty much it on Kylie. Like I said, I like her blue hair, and her Instagram photos are good, and good lips. I want to welcome little Wolf Lee Lansner, the son of business mogul Tim Lesnar and Kamora Lee Simmons. They just welcomed their son. They had a little boy. Yum, 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 yum. How wonderful. They says that we are filled with joy, adoration, and gratitude as we celebrate the birth of our son, the couple said in a statement. Simmons, she's 39, has 3 other children, as we know, daughters Ming and Aoki, and she has a 5-year-old Kenzu with Jaimin. And Ming and Aoki, of course, is by Russell Simmons. And Lesnar is 45, and he has 2 daughters, ages 9 and 12, from a previous relationship. And so I guess it all works out. Kimura definitely knows how to pick them. United colors we stand. And I was trying to come up with a rhyme, but fuck that. This is the news. And I'm cussing again on the news. I'm gonna cuss a lot on this news, Anna. It is what it is. So moving right along from Kimura, yum yum yum. My girl, New York. Tiffany New York Pollard. She was recently on Botch, y'all. This last episode, the season premiere, and it was everything. This episode was about New York fixing her breast implants. Her titties was crazy, just crazy loopy. And it says Paula showed her saggy breasts, including one that feels like a bowling ball, and and they had the cosmetics, and she got it fixed and all that shit, and she looks great now. And but anyway, this is her talking about it.
Hey everybody, I'm Tiffany Pollard, aka New York. My breasts are jacked up, the saggy, the extra skin. My breasts are unhappy. I grew up in upstate New York, being the granddaughter of a minister. Life was very sheltered for me, just pretty much church, school, and home. I just never felt like I fully fit in. So I found my escape watching television and saying, bitch, one day you will be somebody. But one day I was watching Geraldo Rivera and I saw Dolly Parton walk out on stage. And when I saw that white chick come on the screen, with her blonde hair, her tiny waist, and her big tits, I said, that's going to be me one day. I love where I'm from, but I always felt like I was destined for greater things. So I knew I would leave. And a year later, I got discovered on Hollywood Boulevard, and the rest is history. I'm the original queen of reality television.
That's right.
Y'all remember me from The Flavor of Love, I Love New York, New York Goes to Work, Hollywood. Well, you guys saw me on Flavor of Love, flat-chested. I was nothing but nipples. It wasn't enough. So when I got my own show, I went to Beverly Hills. I consulted with one of the finest doctors, and he told me that I can go as big as I wanted to go. So I let him go super huge on my combs. When I woke up, I was in so much pain and discomfort, and realized that it's like one tit is in Africa and the other one is in Europe. This tit right here feels like a bowling ball.
The right
it's
one.
Tight and it's hard, but this one is really saggy and
the
disgusting.
left one.
I felt like I got cheated. I've held back on so many things because I've been uncomfortable with my breasts. If the doctors are going to give me what I'm looking for, I feel like they could really give me the edge that I need for the next stretch of my career. Now it's time for me to become who I wanted to be ever since I was a kid. I have to have this. There's no other way.
And also, New York also got her nose redone. Something's going on with her nose. She didn't like it or whatever. And also the New York, she was on the series premiere of Good Work, which is a show also on E, and it comes on after Botched, and it's a talk show hosted by the legendary RuPaul, and she talked about possibly getting her butt done, but I don't know. You look good, New York. Thank God they fixed your boobs. They really were, messed up, and wish you all the best. I love New York. Who would love for New York to come back to TV? I absolutely would. I love her. Okay, let's moving on to this foolishness. All right, Memphis hits. He hits a lot. Memphis, is Toya's man, and all that. But recently, he lost his lawsuit. He lost his case against K.Michelle. And it says, according to CentralTV.com, Memphis blames losing defamation suit on black women. Wow. He says, for the record, I never admitted anything regarding this case because I didn't do one thing I was accused of. I called the police, I filed the 4-year lawsuit, never met the judge, but I guess I look the part, right? We sad people when it's our son, brother, nephew, or father being lied on. Take it like a man. You aim to be cool with it. See, when it's your turn, not looking for your approval of pity. Just letting to whom it may concern know that I know how you won, and Instagram comments ain't gonna save none of you. See you around. Is that a threat? He also goes on to say, um, what does he says? Top 3 ways to captivate, slander, and destroy a black man before he gets too powerful. Number one, poverty. Number two, police. And number three, black women. Hashtag facts don't change. Sit your ass down, sir. Black women's. So all black women's made you beat K.Michelle like Ike beat Tina. Okay. Now there's some issues with some, I'm not gonna go all into that, but sit down, Memphis. Sit down. But black women have some issues. Trust and believe. Black men have issues. Black folks have issues. White folks have issues. Asian folk, everybody has damn issues. But you just can't blame one group of people for the shit that you did. Like, you basically ain't no telling all the shit you put K.Michelle through. So anyway, the last story that I want to talk about before this video ends is the ex-NFL player Aaron Hernandez convicted of first-degree murder, and here's the video of the victim's mother.
Aaron Hernandez guilty of first-degree murder in the death of Odin Lloyd. Here's Lloyd's mom fighting back the tears.
My baby footprints is in my heart forever.
Oh, this is sad. Oh my God.
He was my strength. I love him dearly.
That was Ursula Lloyd in reaction to the verdict that came out earlier today. The former NFL star used to command a $40 million contract, but those days are over. His sentence, life in prison without the possibility of parole. Jurors talked about reaching a verdict after more than a week.
You try not to form an opinion until you've seen the evidence.
We follow the court's orders. Assume that the man sitting in that seat is innocent until the prosecution proves he's guilty. And that's what happened today.
Joining me now is Bristol County District Attorney Tom Quinn. Sir, thank you for making time for me. I know you just wrapped up being with the family of Odin Lloyd, with his mom and his sisters, also his fiancée. Are you satisfied with how the jury spent their 36 hours over seven days coming back with this determination? And were you a bit worried because it was taking so long?
Very satisfied with the verdict. I was not worried. Trial lasted over 2 months. A lot of exhibits, a lot of testimony to review. The jury seemed very attentive during the trial. They discharged their duty by giving a careful review of all the evidence and just rendered their verdict, which I think was well based on the evidence.
D.A. Quinn, this was a very circumstantial case that many people have said you were able to prove no motive. How do you think you were able to get this jury to come to this verdict? What was the linchpin of evidence for you?
I think it was a combination of various pieces of evidence. There was some motive. There was videotape evidence before and after the crime. There was clear evidence putting Aaron Hernandez at the scene of the murder. There was DNA evidence and footprint evidence. There was a shell casing found in the car that he was driving. When you viewed all that evidence, including the possession of various firearms in his home and in Florida, I think it added up to a strong case against him.
But you were never able to tie motive to the fact that Odin Lloyd may be a person who knew too much about a double homicide that Hernandez is implicated in from 2012.
Well, I think the evidence for motive was that Aaron Hernandez had said something to Odin Lloyd that he wished he hadn't said. We couldn't say precisely what it was, but I think it was fair to say that Odin Lloyd knew something that Aaron Hernandez didn't want him to know, and shortly after that, Odin Lloyd was dead.
You didn't have to prove...
Quite sad. I'm not going to play the entire video because I have to keep my videos at least 15 minutes or less. But I also wanted to share with you guys these photos from Instagram. Look at Michelle Obama. Snatched. Love that natural hair. And fucking Sierra. Like, are you kidding me? The bitch is bad. She's everything. She'll always be everything. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. I'm done, y'all. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's King's World on Twitter. Chase King was here on Facebook. All that good stuff. I love you guys so much. Yes, I do. All right, Mariah Carey, number 1 to Infinity will be in stores April 20th. Bye.